Here are some more examples that I challenge you to do first by pausing and then come back to see if you did them right. The lengths of pregnancies are normally distributed with a mean of 268 days and a standard deviation of 15 days. Part A says to find the probability of a pregnancy lasting 308 days or longer. So we're finding the probability. You might remember that the probability is inside the curve, but also you can look at what you're given. So we know that the mu is 268 days, sigma is 15. If we label the normal curve on our slide, in the center is the 268. And the other piece of information that they have given us is 308 days. Again, hopefully you're seeing these patterns. If they give you data that matches the mu and the sigma, then it's also going to be down here on the horizontal axis. 268 is in the center, so 308 is a little bit to the far right, 308 days. And since it says or longer, we're going to shade to the right. And so now we have a left side of our shaded area, right side would be 9999. And hopefully you are feeling good about your choice of normal CDF. Lower boundary 308, upper boundary 9,999. Even though no woman is ever going to be pregnant that long, it still covers all the possibilities. Our mu is 268 and our sigma is 15. Type that all into the calculator and you get 0.0038. Now they're not asking for percentage, so we're going to leave it as a decimal, the probability. But remember, the probability of 0 means it cannot happen. And this is really, really small. So while it could still happen, part B says, is it unlikely? And back in chapter 4, we learned that unlikely has a specific definition of anything less than 5% or 0.05. So since 0.0038 is definitely less than 0.05, we would say yes, this is unlikely to happen. Now look at the opposite type of situation. Still talking pregnancies, babies. The lengths of pregnancies are still normally distributed with a mean of 268, standard deviation of 15 days. But this time we're stipulating that a baby is premature if the length of pregnancy is in the lowest 3%. Find the length of pregnancy that separates premature babies from those who are not premature. Premature babies often require special care, and this result could be helpful to a hospital administrators in planning for that care. So how many days would represent the lowest 3% of premature babies? Again, we can label our graph. 268 is in the center. We don't have the number of days. What we have is a percent. And since it's the low percent, remember that low goes to the left. And so we would have a very small 3% shaded in the left tail or the left end of your normal curve. And since it's already going to the left side, hopefully you remembered that since the percents are on the inside, we're using inverse norm. And since it's already to the left, 0.03 is 3%, mu is 268, sigma is 15. Type those into your calculator and you get 0.78, which of course would round to 240 days. So the hospital administrators can know that about 3% of the babies are going to be born at 240 days or less of pregnancy.